Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Capsule Cast. This is the penultimate episode, week one of the Tenkaichi Bowl. Exciting week. I am your host, Anthony, with my new next season current co-host, I guess, Xmat,
Hello.
and longtime fan of the show, fun guest. We love to have him.
Your
Coach of
boss.
Rugrats, Coach of Rugrats, staff member Toshiro, not my boss.
I am his boss.
He is
Hey,
his
yes.
boss.
Hey, everyone.
We can confirm Tosh is the boss.
All right. Now, boys, how are you feeling? Ready to get in this week? Some good, some ups and downs.
Yeah, shall we forget this week happened? I feel like that's another one of those ones, so yeah.
Hey, man, I kind of feel the same way, kind of, but I understand where you're coming from. What about you, Tosh? How are you feeling?
I'm alright with this week. Got some stuff that I wanted, but yeah. I'm ready to move on. Go ahead.
Let's move on to match one then. Let's go. We have the Tenkaichi Bowl match, well, round one, I guess. Team Muscle versus Team Rugrats. Now, match one actually is very interesting. I'm not going to go into too many details because I know Tosh is here. He wants to talk about his matches. I guess we're going through all of them, match one and two.
Yeah, I totally remember everything from my match.
I know you do because you won one and you lost one since it's 1-1. First match, Rugrats took it. Muscle took a huge lead, but Big, Frieza, and Aurelie, and maybe some of Soul Jr. helped take it back. And match two, from what I remember, was kind of less good. Real stomp fest, it felt like, on Muscle's end against Rugrats. But I'll digress to Tosh. Take it away, boss man.
Why do you just put me on a spot like this? Like I'm
Well, I
actually
know
over
that-
here. I'm actually over here, like opening up the previous stream just to
Oh
see.
my gosh,
Alright,
this guy.
uh,
This guy. Well, you know what, X-Men,
Nah,
why don't you give me your thoughts?
Freezer. What a
By the
fucking
way-
what a performance from Freezer. You can't tell me that wasn't clutch from the man himself.
Oh, match one, yeah.
Tosh, you know that you needed that clutch from Freezer to get that win, right? So you know that when you put that bid in at the start of the season, it's all worth it. It's all come down to this. Forget Muscle with Devilman. It's Freezer, bro. It's Freezer.
Frieza hell. for
Freezer
sure.
did. Aurelie put in a lot of work. I think what struck me the most, though, I think was Goten losing both times he went up against Trunks as the starter.
Second
He,
time,
he
not
got
as
kind
bad.
of not as bad, but it was still a bit of a whipping.
The first time was real bad.
It
It was
was-
a whipping.
yeah.
That was
First time he barely got him down to 2 bars. He did 18k.
yeah, that was tough.
I would be a bit scared for that to happen again because it could easily just happen.
Mhm.
I thought Cell Jr. handled 13 quite well before he transformed. It's just
Yes.
when 13 just decided, oh, I'm pretty low now, but he wasn't even that low. He was just transformed, and then it's like, oh, okay,
I will
yeah,
be blue.
yeah,
That's
you're
Daily
pretty much loose.
Bomber.
There's
That's
not-
all. That's all.
You can't do
That's
much
all.
against it. It's just unfortunate, very unfortunate. I don't know what happened in round two. I thought it's like everyone on your team kind of broke, especially Trunks just didn't seem to want to do much.
Everyone
in round
on
two.
my team except for Cell Jr. and Frieza did 20k, around 20k.
And credit to
Uh,
Muscle,
and-
I will
And
say.
Cell,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, and Cell Jr. didn't. He did just a little bit better. He did 36k, but Frieza did 68. So it was like, but everyone else in that 20k range, yeah, that didn't help. They won basically by a full character, by 4 bars.
Yeah, and that was because Frieza was fighting Devilman. I remember, and I think Devilman just got a lot of crazy things off on him. It was a bit
Devil,
weird.
give give Muscle credit for Devilman and dropping Raccoon.
Yeah,
There you go.
Mhm.
I just, even without the ult +1 and the shenanigans that they kind of like did against me, he still like just proved to be a decent character. Definitely better than what Raccoon was doing for them anyway.
I
So,
mean, hey, he's hitting B2s, and that was more than Raccoon was doing. So
well, yeah.
credit to those guys. They made him work. Well, I do have one thing to say besides Devilman. Garlic Jr. stepping up. Round 2, he did 47K. That's the old Garlic Jr. that I remember from
That's what
back
he
in
did
the day.
against us round 1 of the semis.
Yeah.
He seems to have a tendency now to just pull out these performances, so that's good for Muscle, I guess. But where was this man in the main season? Where was he at? He was hiding.
He was,
And he didn't seem like
he
he
was
was
sleeping, bro.
Honestly, like Cell Jr. I mean, not Cell Jr. Freaking Garlic Jr.
Junior as a face.
Oh, like I don't know. Like in 2020, he was like extremely good on cinema. 2021, he kind of
They did
fell off a little bit. I think.
They did bench stuff with him too. Like they bench him for second form and then brought him back. It was weird.
And then this season, he was all right, but he didn't go like crazy in the main season. So like seeing him how he's doing now, especially like semifinals and in the actual finals, like it's a whole different character. It feels like, and it's weird. It's very weird.
He's stepping up. He wants to be like his dad. I respect him for the hustle.
He wants to be like his dad. We don't.
Have we ever seen his
like
dad? I don't think we've ever seen his dad. That's the problem.
We just know his dad got thrown into the dead zone. That is it. If I recall.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still talking about Cell Jr. Sorry.
No,
I mean, Garlic Jr.
Cell
probably
Jr.
wants to be like
his
his
dad,
dad.
yeah.
Cell Jr. has been at least been doing better near the end of the main season. So and been like that regardless of what we say. Anyways, but yeah, no, round one.
Because they're both small. I love when they both fight each other because they're both so tiny. It just cracks me up. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, round one, it was just 3 people on my team that worked, mainly Frieza, Aurelian, Kid Trunks, and then the other round it was just mainly Frieza with a little sprinkle of Cell Jr. that tried, but didn't work out. So, I was hoping I could have seen us get to maybe a 2-0 or like a very slim chance, but at most this is what I saw, a 1-1 situation. So,
speaking of 2-0s, Xmat. For last week, you made a pretty bold prediction, my friend. You said Rugrats.
Well,
he got it from you.
I didn't expect Garlic to continue just being quite as good as he was. Devilman to just do so well without like the Alt +1 to back him up. And that and Trunks just absolutely annihilating Goten. That I didn't expect to see, but it was bold, but I still think Rugrats are going to win the poll. There you go. That's an early little one. I won't say by what score yet, but I still think so. So there you go.
Okay. Well, predictions will come later at the end, but do you have anything else interesting to say about these two teams going forward, or the future of your two teams? Of these two teams?
Muscle are going to get scary because they're going to get Broly back, so they're going to even scarier
Hey,
again.
we'll get Broly back.
Garlic, goodbye. Muscle,
that,
and
they have a whole bunch of Zenny, so we'll see.
And they can get a very nice FA.
Well,
Rugrats, they have a good amount.
Depends. It really depends.
Yeah, question mark.
Well, they're in South Kai, right?
South Kai or West Kai?
I think they're.
I don't know,
no, they
West,
might be in West Kai. They might be in. Oh no, because South Kai is Budokai, Bujins.
Yep, West Kai. They're in West Kai with ED, Derp, and GT. So they'll have somewhere between 21 or 22 Zenny. Which
RW and the other Derp. They're in South Kai. Right?
No, Derp is in West Kai. It's RW, Namek, Bujins.
Damn it. Man, you forget about the classics. The guys who've been around for as long as it's been a league. Yeah. What's the future of your team, Tosh? How are you looking? What can people expect out of Rugrats?
Hopefully more fusions.
More fusions.
more fusions, and hopefully maybe more consistency with that too.
So that's why people
Looking
could
at
join Rugrats going
looking
forward.
at you, Goten, over there. Goten loves to use his B1s, which is it's great, but when I want him to fuse, it's not so great that he refuses to fuse. So yeah, um, and probably base kid Trunks again next season. So
All right.
yeah,
Something to look forward to. No Chi Chi.
Cyberman getting him back.
Oh,
I make no
Cyberman,
prom-
Chi Chi.
I make no promises on Chi Chi, but we will test her, and I'm hoping something else goes through, but we'll see about
Ain't
that.
gonna work.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll
Get
find
out. Out.
We'll find out. Hey, Xmat, are we ready to move on to the third place match?
I'm not
Which, in
ready.
my
Are you
opinion,
ready? I'm
was-
not ready.
I'm ready. I will say this: regardless of the outcome, I think they were way more hyped than the main season match. But that's just me.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'll agree with that.
All right, we're moving on to the third place match: Androids versus Cold Kingdom, to decide who is the third place. And unfortunately for Cold Kingdom, Androids made it out on top 2-1. Cold Kingdom early in match one just dominated us, honestly. Like we put up a pretty poor performance. 17 didn't do much, 16
Cell
didn't do
did
much.
a lot
Cell.
though. He.
Cell did a lot, but once you took him out, it was just dominoes falling, you know? Uh yeah, match two, it was the 17 show. He went elite. He did like 9 B2s. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. He tagged, he did everything. And then but honestly, it was pretty close, all things considered. Like, which is crazy to think about because old Team Cold is scary, scary. Match three was a lot less close. Super 17 was the star of that one. I don't want to get too bogged down in details, but how were you feeling about these matches, X-Men, as they were going on? I know you guys were testing and doing different builds and seeing how that went. What are your thoughts on that? On what happened?
So, for me, I was basically I wanted to try a few different things on. So King Cold's always on his same build. He's been on the same build for like the whole of this season and the whole of last season. It's attack 1 EL, and I kind of wanted to change that up. I wanted to give EL to someone else. I remember we changed a few things against you on week 15, and some of them worked. So I thought, okay, well we'll try defense EL Zarbon because that worked against you guys. It didn't work round 1. He kind of got destroyed, but round
The other
2
rounds, though,
and 3 he did do well, especially 2. I mean 2 he hit a 90k
he took
performance.
care of Cell,
He
who
did.
was the #1 character, so that's pretty great.
It's
honestly.
pretty great, and like if it wasn't barring a 17 elite, which obviously happened, I think he would have clutched the win basically with that 90k. But when you got 17s come back in and not ult, basically do alt levels of damage though with his B2s, it's kind of happens sometimes, right? So then. Yeah, so obviously we're trying something different on King Cold, which kind of, because we was using the Super +1, we had to move something on Freezer, so we gave him key, and yeah, we just had to move a lot of stuff around to accommodate certain people, and I mean, it had mixed results. Freezer worked pretty well, even though we moved him to key. Zarbon overall worked pretty well. King Cold didn't, Mecha Freezer didn't, and Cooler, he was on his normal build from the main season, but kind of, I feel like some of the matchups he got unlucky in, because in round 1 he did 70k. I think that's when he went against 19 and 16, and that's when he seemed to do best. But when he goes up against anyone like who's good at spamming, so I think round 3 went up against Super 17, and round 2 maybe went up against 17. Can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure he went up against a spammer. He struggles against spammers. He kind of, I don't know what it is. It's why I never use that build against Royals. And yeah, I didn't like the matchup on that one on round 2 and 3. But GG. You guys deserved it with 17 and Super 17. Just wow. Like, I don't know what you did. I don't know what you fed them, but it was very good performances from both of them. I'll give you that.
There were some weird things in that match. The map was pretty weird, and honestly, I think both of us, in my world, I think this would have been the bowl. But I understand things don't work out that way, and it's just how
it's a shame, isn't it? Because obviously,
It would have been a better bowl if I went against Cold.
it would have been a 2-0 for Cold, but I understand.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Obviously, the only I would this final, it's good, but obviously it's a repeat of 2020, which I think puts a little bit of a dampener on it, but not too much. It's just, it would have been nice for a different final, like a different, because it's been 2 seasons, right, since this exact same final.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long, so it's kind of like...
It's fresh in the memory still, so...
Yeah.
Hopefully Rugrats don't make the same mistake as last time.
Oh man, that'd be bad, huh?
We'll get on to
My
that
team
later.
has moved past that.
Have you moved past it?
I was never on board with it.
Have you forgiven them?
No, I would never.
But yeah.
So,
Listen to all my Rugrats supporters that are still listening. I love you guys, but I still blame y'all.
I was gonna say, Xmat, this is the last time for this season that your team's gonna be in the spotlight. So tell the people why they should join Cold. What's coming up? What's in the future for Cold Kingdom?
Well, if you like Frieza and you like all of his forms, you're gonna see all of his forms in testing. Don't worry, every form will get a test. And if you want a certain form to get more tests than another, if you really like third form Xenomorph Frieza for some reason, then we'll do it. We will test whatever Frieza form you want. And we've got potentially some interesting loans. Trade, maybe? I don't know. We'll see on that front. And just look at that. Just look at that Zarwan profile, right? Just look at that glamorous boy. And tell me you don't want to join the team, right?
Very pretty. Your team's full of pretty people.
We do.
All right. Before we move on to the next segment, this is the last chance I will get to plug Androids, so I'll say this. If you want to join Androids, if you want to experience high-level play and execution of all characters on our team, we are, I can officially say this, 19, but I didn't talk about this match because... Love you. My coach loves him. I don't. He's off the team. We're getting a new character named Cyborg Tao. He's pretty interesting. But if you would like to join Androids for some high-level execution, some high-level play, fun memes, great memes, guys. We are like, if I had to rank us in the meme creator category, we're like top 2 and we're not 2. You know what I mean? So, if you just want to join.
Xmat, you want to send me this video after that, and I'll just go ahead and bleep this whole part out.
We'll end it, that part.
Whoa, you're censoring me?
Yeah.
I'm the host. Yeah. You're censoring the host?
Yeah, you gotta censor nonsensicalness every now and then.
Yeah.
Nonsensical? Tell me when your meme game gets timed on.
My GIF game's good, bro.
Yes, that came all from bleep. No,
Yeah, and he's back. He's back. He's part of the Androids team. Yes. We are Androids. Yes.
They are Androids. You?
We are Androids. Me as well. I am part of Androids. Yes.
Okay.
You are part of Rugrats. Stay in your little Rugrats corner.
Excuse me. I was an Androids, and I will forever.
That doesn't count.
Title, so.
That doesn't.
You can't erase history, bro.
Yeah, you
I
can.
can discredit history. And speaking of discredit history,
my 4 seasons on Androids will not be taken away from me.
All right.
Anyways, let's go.
Speaking of discrediting history, let's go to the next segment, which is the MVP tournament. And I bring that up because, as you can see, the competitors, which I'll get into, one of them being Kid Trunks, he won twice, I believe, right?
I know he won in the old league. I know he won in 2020, but I don't think he won in 2021. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Okay. So going down the list, we have for androids, Cell, MVP, Budokai, Kid Goku, Bujin's Buhan, Cinema Fasha, Cold Zarbon, Derp Dodoria, ED Krillin, GT Baby. Ult is for hybrids, Nappa's for kaiju, Big Strong Trunks for muscle. That's late Piccolo for Namek, Meta Cooler for Royals. Kid Trunks, not Goten, not Kid Goten. It is Kid Trunks for what's their team again? Rugrats? Yeah. Majub, RW, and Sentai gets Birder. A lot of cold representation in this MVP.
I'm winning regardless. I'm just saying. I'm winning.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on some of these characters? And, you know, do you think they deserve MVP? Do you think someone else should have got it above them? You know, what are your thoughts? Like, for me, I think Jiren maybe should have been instead of Birder. They only had a 1,000 damage difference, but I would have argued for Jiren personally.
Yeah, I can see that. Everyone else, though, looks like they're in place. Maybe apart from Marjube. I don't know what the stats are, but I feel like Vegeta, I feel like Vegeta did better, but I could just be, like, remembering matches wrong. I just remember Marjube getting shut down a lot. And I know that he got shut down against me, because I remember Sargon did do that to him. But
so Majub had a 49k and Vegeta had a 48k, so another 1,000 bar. 1,000 damage.
I feel like MG came in more clutch. But again, I could just be misremembering. I could be completely wrong. So that one maybe. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I think everything looks fine. Yeah, I don't see anyone that could go into any place really.
There's some other close ones. 13 and Trunks, that could go either way. Honestly, I might have leaned 13.
I would lean Trunks, bro. Like, have you like? I know that playoffs don't count towards it, but you send what he's been doing in playoffs. He's been more like clutch, I think. Like, look what he did to Goten. The monster that is Goten.
I just think of Big 13, Blue 13, and I just think, man, he is dominant. But I also think the same about your team. I know Zarbon did more damage, but I think Frieza was.
Frieza, it was close because it literally got confused at one point where I think it was by like less than 1,000, and staff thought it was Frieza at first, but it wasn't. It was Zarbon, but. I think I give it to Zarbon just based on the fact that, like, it's Zarbon. Like, his kit compared to, like, everyone else. And I know it isn't a factor and it shouldn't, but he literally is outperforming his kit by, like, a mile compared to, like, Frieza, whose kit's, like, pretty good. Like, he can just ult spam for days. Zarbon has to do a lot of work to get his damage, so.
I agree.
You know, plus we get to have that beautiful picture of Zarbon and Dodoria both just sort of next to each other in the MVP.
Both of the minions.
Both of the minions. The henchmen.
Some are in there.
Yeah, I like that.
You have any thoughts about this MVP? Tosh? I'm tired. Toshiro. Big tired. Boss Tosh.
I do agree with you on the whole Jiren thing. Possibly just seeing him in there since it is his first season and he did well and everything. It would have been great to see him. I don't, in terms of who else I think should be on there, for me it's not more so that's not my line of thinking. It's who I would like to see. It'll be, I kind of want to see, who was it? I'm kind of shocked not to see like Mid Goku or Vegeta for ED, and that is actually Krillin.
Yeah, Krillin's been the sleeper for ED. Honestly, been making them stay alive in North Kai, which wasn't that bad.
Kaiju is probably Bardock, which I'm kind of surprised. Like, but Nappa just beat him by 10k. So yeah, it's weird. It's real weird.
Nappa, I'm not surprised after this season because
He was number 2.
He's been stupidly good this season.
Right under Cell.
I know.
He's been crazy.
It's Tagarobi, bro. It's Yajirobe AI.
Tagarobi. That's crazy. That's a nasty name.
He's got no one to tag to now, though, so he's kind of like screwed. But...
Now, who do y'all think will win it all?
It's gotta be Zama, right? It's gotta be.
Okay, we can't vote for our own character.
He taught Cell a lesson, bro. Like, you know.
We can't vote for our own character. How about that? How about that?
Says who?
I'm making it a rule. You can't vote for your own character.
If we vote for our own characters, it's gotta be Zama. But if we take that out of it, and I have to vote for someone that's not my character, I'm going to go for a left field Buhan.
Okay. I'm thinking big adult Trunks. That's what I'm thinking. He's gonna be the one. What's your prediction, Tosh?
If it's not my team, because you know Kid Trunks has been the MVP in like a while. By the way, last year, Late Piccolo won the MVPs.
Well, that's why I forgot.
In a year. Real? Okay. And the year before that, it was Kid Trunks. But if I don't choose my own team, I would probably say either Ultimate Gohan or Buhan. Probably are my picks. Maybe Cell, but the first two are more so my higher picks.
Interesting. All right. Ready to move on to our next segment?
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the newest segment of Tenkaichi Bowl, which is replacing the Gauntlet. It is the Boss Rush. It is a one-round fight where you fight I don't know how many characters. They're all going to be super broken, and you're going to pick the most broken team you can, and no build restrictions, like no Patara limits, I guess. So Oh, go ahead, Tosh. Sorry.
Yeah, just so for the old viewers, people that may be like from the old league and everything, because they may remember that we used to be able to shatter the limit. So basically, shattering is allowing certain characters that had banned forms, such as like Team Gohan. He's banned from starting in Super Saiyan 2 or Blue 13 and such. You're actually able to start them in that form, but then they can't share any Pataras with other people in there. And like Anthony said, the old Gauntlet, it had 4 rounds. Wait, was it 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 rounds.
It was 4 rounds.
And no one's got into the last round at all. But just to give y'all, the whole stream used to be like I think close to 3 hours or more. This is the kind of lesson. This is the kind of lesson to load on our streamers and everything like that. So yeah, go ahead and continue. Anthony. You were saying that it's 1 round and everything.
1 round, overpowered characters. You use your best. No Patara limits. Everyone can run Savior. Everyone can run EL. Whatever you want. So, as we can look at these lineups, you got North Kai. They got some pretty strong guys. They got 13 Trunks, Buhan, and mid Vegeta. Jesus. East Kai. We got late Piccolo. 2 Vegetas, Majin and SSJ4, and the Cooler and Frieza Brotherhood. We have West Kai, which is Future? No, it's Ultimate Gohan. Hercule, Kid, Trunks and Goten, and 18. And South Kai has Gogeta, Android 17, Cell, Jiren, and Bardock. So, when we look at these lineups, unbiasedly, who do you think has the greatest shot of making it? Now, in my opinion, all 4 of these lineups are very scary. I wouldn't want to fight any of them normally. And obviously, we have no reference to what's coming, except Tosh. He worked on it. So don't spoil anything, but just your
please,
best
I won't tell no one anything.
Okay, your best guess on who you think will do the best. Don't be biased.
Is no one a correct answer?
No one?
Is no one a correct answer?
No, the best shot. Who's gonna make it the farthest?
North Kite.
You think?
Yeah, they've got 13 and Trunks, bro, and you've seen what they've done in there. And then you just put 2 Vegetas and Buhan in there. It's kind of a bit insane.
You're pretty
in my
scary.
opinion.
You're pretty scary. Your team's pretty scary too. Frieza,
It is. If
I say south or east.
You have two Vegetas too. You have two Vegetas.
We do, but like, are they?
I think
Margin's
your Vegetas
is
are
good.
better,
Margin's really good. Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, I think your Vegetas might be better. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? I don't know about Super Saiyan 4. Like, I think he's good, but I don't know how good he is.
I think on the scale it goes Majin and
Well, Super Saiyan 4 had
FSJ4 is mid.
He had a 45k average this season, but like he's just generally very hard hitting.
Yeah.
I think you have the first and third Vegeta, and they have the second and fourth Vegeta.
For me, it's just if Frieza and Cooler decide to like do what they did, like against Royals or against like teams in the main season, or if they decide to do what they did against Muscle and against you partially, mainly Cooler, where it was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything, and then.
Will Frieza decide not to ult?
Yeah, exactly.
That would be bad.
I would cry if that happened. But everyone else, I'm pretty happy with. I say that like I'm not happy with my own guys. I am. It's just let's hope they actually work.
Yeah. I can I'm looking at West Kai. Ultimate Gohan scary. Hercule and 18 are very good spammers. Kid Trunks and Goten. Now, Tosh, you want to talk about that? Are they going to fuse this match or what?
Yes, we have decided that we are going to go with fusions.
I can't wait
funny
to
enough,
see it.
North Kai actually could have gone with fusions as well,
They could,
but they chose not to. We actually get to get Super Vegito, and they opted out of it, which I mean is fair. I guess if you're trying to beat it, it's a complete unknown, but it's also fun. So like,
you're man. I hope they fuse. I hope it's not one of those where they like, because I know that you had a few issues where they just didn't fuse. I hope they fuse.
It's just more so that what is it? It's more so that they rather use their B1s. Mainly Goten likes to use his B1s a lot more than fusing for whatever reason, and that's a complete swap from how it was in the off season during testing.
Yes.
But I changed the blue Patara on Kid Trunks, and I gave him Key 2 instead of Super Plus 2, and the rest of the Kais, or the rest of the teams in my Kai, they agreed. Even though it's a little bit experimental, but it'll be Attack 2 and Key 2 at that point for the fusion. So high spam, high damage. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it works. I haven't gotten to use fusions all too much this season. So, yeah.
Let's rotate on down to South Kai, though.
Yeah, sorry. South Kai, I'm really excited.
Yeah, same.
Jiren,
I think,
Bardock,
Jiren's going to be big. I think Cell and Jiren are going to be really
I think
nice.
17's going to be big, bro. After what he did against us, after his little elite, where he just was like, B2, 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 and then like, just killed everyone. He can do so much damage, like burst.
He can be very threatening on burst. That's the whole hope. Well, yeah.
I was gonna say I could be wrong, but I feel like this event. I feel like I've put it in the category of like burst is what you need more than anything. But I could be wrong. Like
no, that's what I was thinking too. That's why everybody but Gogeta, who's our starter, is running Savior on our team. That was kind of the
that's what I was. I think everyone, in fact, everyone on our team, I'm pretty sure is running Savior, except they are. Other than Late Piccolo starting, so yeah.
Nice. So little philosophy similarities there. Gogeta and Bardock, hopefully. We have 3 melees, 2 spammers, so hopefully Cell's like a pseudo spammer, so hopefully we can burst down our opponents. They don't have any crazy Pataras. I know they will, but yeah, I like all these lineups. I hope it'd be funny if we all won.
Tosh is gonna say a big no on that one. Maybe one person might get a win. I don't know. I think it's gonna be tough.
Hundreds of tests went into this.
I'm a bit scared about like seeing Goldo just destroy everyone. Because we all know that's what's going to be, bro.
I can't wait for Jiro to do it.
Jiro and Goldo. And General Blue, his last outing.
Alright. Are you ready to move on to my favorite part of the cast, predictions?
Predictions. I'm ready.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, it's a
sure.
little special. This is the Tenkaichi Bowl finale next week. It's all over, folks. So I we're gonna talk about what we think's gonna happen. I'm gonna go first. Tosh, I say this, okay? Knowing I want you to win, okay?
I know you don't have
I
faith.
It's not you.
Uh-huh.
I
It's
just
not you. It's
It's not you,
nah.
it's
It's not
me.
me. It's you.
it's not you. It's muscle,
Uh-huh.
okay?
Okay, sure.
Muscle, I think it's gonna be a repeat of 2020. I think they're gonna win twice in a row. I think it's gonna be 3-1. And yeah, unfortunate. I'm sorry. Their characters are just really good. I wouldn't know what to do. So I wish you better luck than what I'm giving you. Xmat, what do you
Well,
got, man?
before Xman gives his
Oh
thing,
yeah, yeah. Tell
we're
us some
starting
details.
Cell Junior, and we're giving Kid Trunks back his Key plus two EL build. Um, which had a 56K average in 2020 and 59K average in 2020.
I still feel
Um,
the same way, but I respect the build change.
so it's Cell Junior, Frieza, Kid Trunks, Goten, and then Aurelia. That's
Ooh, a
our line.
heavy backline. I do like that. Um, so it's 1-1. I think it's gonna go to 3-2 to Rugrats. So I think it's gonna be like maybe Muscle win one, and then you guys bring it back and win the next two. I do think that it's gonna be close, and I think it's gonna be tight. But I don't know. I think the key to EL Trunks build worked really well for you guys, like you said, 2020 and 2021. And I know it's a different form, but I swear that you said you've tested it and it on this form as well, and it still worked to a decent degree.
Yeah.
And then you've just got Clutch Freezer in the back who can, come in and clutch things up. Don't worry.
Like it's not, and this isn't like oh, it worked on his old because it was on base form and everything that we used this on. Last season, he was allowed to transform at least, so that had some merit to seeing how I did in Super Saiyan, but
Yeah.
it's not a complete thing like how you said. We did test it, and before I made that decision or made that suggestion more so to my team, I did go back, and I think we had about somewhere between at least 10, 20 tests or something like that on it, and it did well each time. So
It's not
yeah,
something without substance.
yeah, exactly. Like we at least have something more. So I'm confident in Trunks. I'm more confident in this than I am with, even though Super 2 did well and everything like that. It had a 53K average, but
It's just
I
fell off
have more
recently.
confidence in Key plus two, and plus I'm using my Eternal Life,
Yeah.
so
Why
I
are you
have more
using
healing
Eternal
abilities.
Life?
So compared to them, I was only using 2 healings when they were using 3. So maybe that'll make a difference as well. But I had to, of course, it's my team. I want my team to win. I believe that we can win. So I'm agreeing with Xmat. Muscle will give up a good fight. I don't think it's going to be a 3-1 in my favor, but I think it's definitely going to be a 3-2. Probably just bring it down to the wire, and we win it all. So
Listen, I hope I'm wrong about this. I
Let's
just,
get some new winners.
I hope so. Muscle is just scary, man. They're
either way,
tough.
the pressure will be off because I don't want to hear anyone sitting here telling me you got to beat Muscle. Y'all better beat Muscle. Blah blah blah. I'm like, leave me alone, please. I don't want this. I just want to fight.
You just
Me
win
and my
win
kind,
for yourself. You don't win it
That's
for
what
anyone
I'm trying.
else.
That's what me and
Exactly.
my team. That's what we're trying to do.
Win for
Win for
yourself.
yourself. That's a good one. All right, so we've made our predictions. I think it's about time we wrap this bad boy up. You guys ready to
Agreed.
call it a cast?
I am.
Yeah.
All right. Well, make sure you guys check out the Discord. Join. We love new people. Always welcoming. Make sure you check out the website. It has all the information about teams, Pataras, AIs, everything you need to know that, you want to know. When you join a team, join androids, but any team is fine. It's fun. Check out the TikTok. Tosh does our shorts on here, YouTube, and on TikTok. Check out Twitter if you want updates. And last but not least, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Love you. And yeah, I think that's about it, right, guys? I've been your host, Anthony. It's been my co-host, Xmat,
Bye bye.
and our special guest, Toshiro. We'll catch you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.